everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Forks Over Knives Live. My name's Corey, and that guy over there is Steven.
Hello there, everybody. Happy Friday to you.
The band is back together, my friend. I'm good.
I know. It was so lonely with you last week. It was just some extra talking, so I made sure I warmed up the pipes a little bit more, got lots of liquids, but now I get to split it with you. I still did the same thing, but it's good to have you back, Corey.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. And today we are talking about eating on a budget. In fact, maybe even $3 per meal. I got to tell you, though, a little personal thing here, Steven. I had not eaten for a while. I was pretty darn hungry, and I went home, and all I had was a bag of potatoes. There was a bag of potatoes on my counter, and I'm like, okay, what can I do with this? And I whipped out my air fryer. I cut them real skinny, and I made myself the most delicious French fries with some seasoning all over it. I put a little bit of gluten-free flour because my son's gluten-free, so we use gluten-free flour. And it crisped them up on the outside. They were soft in the middle. They were nice on the outside. I had a nice organic, no high fructose corn syrup ketchup. And boy, oh boy, it was a full dinner. And I think that was probably less than $3, believe it or not, because I didn't use the whole bag. You know,
I think that you already tapped right into one of the main ingredients for saving money, getting the biggest nutrient bang for the buck, right? And that is absolutely potatoes. And with some, instead of bananas, instead that's bananas, we're gonna say that's potatoes. That's potatoes. That's nuts. No, it's potatoes. Absolutely. Fries, smashed, mashed, baked, roasted. So many different things you can do with a bag of potatoes. All you have to do is buy the bag of potatoes, have those condiments ready to go. Those last a while. Have some spices, some seasonings. Yeah, I think that's going to be part of what we're talking about today. I love that, Corey.
And there is a blog post that we are going to be referencing. It's on the Forks Over Knives website. If you don't know it, it's forksoverknives.com. We will, of course, put that inside of the comments. You'll see it in the comments on this Facebook Live, which will live forever. But that's what we're going to be referencing. And in that, I think potatoes are on there. Am I wrong? Do I see them?
No, you are not wrong at all. Yeah. Potatoes is one of the main plant-based staples that are really about being cost effective, but also, again, being the biggest bang for your buck when it comes to nutrient density. For everyone that's joining, welcome. Yeah, please share where you are tuning in from. And also, if you want, especially since we'll be going through some staple foods, what is your favorite whole food, plant-based staple food? What is that one food that, like Corey said, you got a bag of potatoes, you can make a whole bunch of things from them? What do you love to use? What do you always have in your house?
We're talking about $5.98 last time we checked for 5 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes. And, you know, to me, as I watch this, like, whether it's real or artificial, like the bottom line is like inflation is here, and we are seeing like things that we're normally used to spending X on are like doubling in prices. Like deodorant, for example, is like double the price. What was $4.98 is now like $8.99. And I haven't seen the same inflation rate on whole food plant-based foods in the produce section. Now it is there, but it's not as big of a gap. You know, it's not as big of a shock. So yet again, these produce items are winning and helping save the day.
Absolutely. And that is always that amazing focus when you first walk into your market, whatever it might be. Go to where the colors are, right? And to find that variety, especially if you have different stores, different markets all around. We all have all of our different places. This is where I go for this. This is where I go for that. So hopefully most people here have at least one store, one market around that has those prices available for all of these fruits and vegetables and other foods that we're going to be talking about.
I want to give a shout out to our friend Carly from Plant You. She is launching a new book about getting scrappy in the kitchen. If you follow Carly Bodrug at all, you know that she is really good at being really scrappy in the kitchen with some wonderful vegan recipes. And she's going to be joining us in the beginning of April. So folks watching live right now, stay tuned. We're so excited to welcome her on. She's going to be on with Steven. And boy, oh boy, is it going to be a fun show. We're going to be making the dessert live.
It's always good when I know everyone enjoys us talking. You know, it's a great time. But when we bring food in there, when we get a bit active in the kitchen, in addition to whatever we're chatting about, that makes it that much more exciting. Because what we're going to show you today, especially with this $3 a meal walkthrough is an opportunity for you to take a look at your kitchen, your pantry, go, what do I already have? What changes do I need to make? And how can I save money while preparing a full week's worth of meals just like that?
Yeah. Well, take me in, Stephen. I know this article is like very comprehensive. Talk to me about what the first steps are, what things I should be thinking about, and talk to me like I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, what's great is we have a wonderful author of this article, and this is our former culinary director, Chef Dara Wendell. Amazing recipes. You probably know some of Chef Darshana's recipes from the Forks Over Knives website, from Forks Meal Planner, and then also from her own books. But again, this is really all about how can we take that healthful, delicious approach while also bringing convenience and saving money. And Darshana really focuses on some staple foods and a couple of other key things. Number one is we are seeing what can we buy in bulk and make a bunch of. That bag of potatoes that you were talking about, Corey, I mean, after you made those fries, you probably had a whole bunch of potatoes left that are ready for the next meal or the next day. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. Yeah. And I almost make them like nachos sometimes too. I can just put other ingredients on top and just like eat them away, you know, with a fork.
Absolutely. So when we take that bag of potatoes, or when we take a larger bag of brown rice or another whole grain of your choice, when we take a bag of any type of bean or legume, black beans, chickpeas, lentils, and we cook a big batch, we do a big bulk cook, we can use that for multiple meals in different ways. Our taste buds are getting variety. We're saving money, and we're also eating some of the healthiest foods on the planet. Yeah. So buying in bulk is a big thing, and especially those staple foods, whole grains, beans and legumes, and potatoes are three of the main ones that Darshana focuses on, and that you're going to see as we move through this day-by-day meal plan. The other thing is, when it comes to produce and saving money, it's up to you. I know organic is a big hot topic, and we're not going to talk about that fully today. If organic is what you do, go for it. Darshana specifically shopped at Trader Joe's, Smart and Less, 99-cent stores, really to show that you can, Walmart even, you can find the foods that are healthy for you while also saving money. And in that case, going conventional, buying local, is still a great option when you are focusing on whole plant foods. Organic, totally understandable if that's where you want to go. But if you're looking to save a little bit of money, or a lot more money in some cases, going local and conventional can really work. So that's another thing that Darshana focuses on with these recipes. And the final thing before we go through the actual menu is leftovers. Leftovers. And that kind of works along with those big bulk items. You can make a big batch that takes care of not only one meal, but two meals, and maybe if you have some freezer space, a third meal. How easy is that to be able to spend less money on more ingredients, make the same thing, especially if you enjoy it? And what we're going to see here in this meal plan is leftovers, but also a lot of variety to balance the two.
Yeah, I'm seeing Pat was commenting on potatoes and rice. You know, Jillian was saying something about chickpeas. I love chickpeas, guys. In fact, I have a recipe that I can make a chocolate chip cookie out of chickpeas. Not even joking. It's absolutely incredible. You
do chocolate chip cookies. I do a no tuna salad sandwich with my chickpeas.
I do a chickpea salad sandwich as well. I got that too.
Roasted chickpeas, nice and crispy, kind of like instead of the potato chip, a little bit of roasted chickpeas. Make your own hummus. I mean, just like that. We are talking about staple foods that you can use over and over and over again for different things.
And how much is a can of chickpeas? I mean, even an organic can is like $1.99. You know?
And that's another thing to really focus on over here. If you're buying in bulk and maybe dried beans and dried grains, fantastic. You can cook them on your own. If you're looking to maybe save some extra time, still buying those cans of beans, or I know Trader Joe's even has a box of frozen organic brown rice that lasts a long time. Find what works for you and see if you can get it as large as possible for as less as possible. And that will take you a very long way.
Yeah, brilliant.
So as we go for it. I was just going to cruise through a little bit just to show, and the article is something that I encourage you to go to the Forks Over Knives website and check out. But Darshana really focuses on doing that advanced prep with some of those foods that we already talked about: the lentils, the chickpeas, the brown rice, rolled oats, Oatmeals of all kinds is the way that you can buy a lot of rolled oats, saving money, and then choose your favorite vegetables, your favorite fruits rather, here and there, unless you want savory oatmeal. And that can create many, many different oatmeal meals. So as we go through, we're really just taking a look at some of the variety, and I'll go through just to show you what we can make with a menu that's $3 a meal. Overnight oats with apples, chickpea pasta salad with walnut dressing, a hearty lentil ragu with penne, parsley lemon hummus, and that just is day one. Now we're taking some of those and bringing those to day two, but we already pivot. We have a brand new breakfast with homemade muesli, and the amount of hot grain bowls you can make, whether it's with oats, muesli, quinoa, brown rice. Again, you have options here. Leftovers, as you can see, with that hearty lentil ragu, and we have a broccoli and brown rice casserole with chickpeas. Of course, we want to get those greens in. A cinnamon apple salad is fantastic, along with some fruit in there. And I can just keep on scrolling through just to show you we're saving money and we're getting the variety. Oatmeal date pancakes. We have some great leftovers, a potato burrito bowl. Would you be using your potatoes for a burrito bowl, Corey?
Yes, I would. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then lentil burgers. So just like that, the potatoes, the grains, the legumes are being used for all different things. We see some sweet potato fries in there, whether you're making Yukon Gold fries or sweet potato fries. We're getting so many different options. And this article is going to be a great way for you to kind of consolidate any of those scattered thoughts. What am I going to make for this meal? What am I going to make for that meal? How can I save money? And it puts it all together for you so that all you have to do is make those buys and follow straight through.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Boy, I love this so much. Like, I can't wait to get into like the actual, like, you know, some examples of recipes that we could do. I know we're going to get there in a second. And of course, guys, if you don't know about the Forks Over Knives meal planner, the Forks meal planner is what it's called. Just go over to forksoverknives.com. You can see the URL. We're going to put it up here for you. But if you know the name Forks Over Knives, then just add a .com to the end of it. And there it is. I mean, it's right there for you. So you'll see it. It's one of the very first things that you see. It's the Forks meal planner. Just click and check it out. We've got a 7-day trial. It's totally free. No need to enter any credit card info or anything like that. So
absolutely. And I want to add just one thing on top of that, Corey. I'll show even a quick little look. This wonderful article that's there for you. If everyone loves articles and following through, that's great. With the meal planner, we want to make it so much easier for you. So we've actually put in the plant-based on a budget $3 a meal plan directly in your featured menu. This is a chance to follow all of the tenets of that article. And not only do we have the menu set for you, we have your grocery list set for you. We have your prep tasks set for you, and you can adjust the servings to accommodate you and your family, whether you're just cooking for yourself, you and a partner, or perhaps you and the kids. So this is a wonderful, accessible resource to add some extra convenience into your life while saving that money.
Excellent. Wow. Fabulous. All right. Where do we go next, friend?
Well, this is a little breakdown because for those people out there going, no, I don't believe it. That is not possible. Darshana was so kind to put a breakdown of how she shopped, what she shopped for bit by bit. Now, this is going to vary from location to location. And please feel free to share in the chat. Are there any whole plant foods? Are there any items that you know you can get the best deal on by you? And what are the stores that you shop at? So whenever you get a chance, please either share a food item or a store in the chat. Darshana specifically went to Trader Joe's, Smart and Final, as I mentioned, Walmart, and the 99-cent store only. So using those, we got a full week's meal plan for $3 a day. And as we go through, we're taking a look at the produce over here just to take a look. This is the receipt. This is the proof. And if it doesn't match up fully for you, where are some pivots that you can make? Are there other types of foods that you can get? Sometimes instead of one fruit, another fruit's a little bit cheaper. Make that pivot. Instead of one specific vegetable or leafy green, is there another vegetable or leafy green that might be a bit cheaper? And when it comes to fresh versus frozen, Corey and I have talked about this all the time. Frozen is a wonderful option, especially if you're looking to, I zoomed in a little bit too much. If you're looking to avoid food spoilage, you can still save some money on a big bulk bag of those frozen berries, of frozen broccoli. And just like that, we take a look at a total of $63, which is going to come out to around $9 a day, $3 a meal. And for an extra bonus, you got some snacks in there too. So technically, it's even a little bit less per actual meal.
All right, watch this, friend. This is going to be rapid fire. I'm going to go down this entire list with you, and I'm going to come up with ideas of how you can consume it that are going to be real life situations. So we're going to start at the top with apples. Apples, in my opinion, instead of your kid running to you saying they need a snack at the end of the night and they want chips, like offer them an apple. Game over. They will have lots of liquid. They will feel hydrated and they will feel satiated. 3 bananas. Take one, eat it in the morning, freeze the other 2. You got some wonderful frozen banana ice cream at the end of the night. Fresh blueberries, I can't think of a better snack. Head of broccoli, yeah, cut it up, make it dipped into your hummus that we just talked about from the chickpeas. Carrots, I don't know about you, but Bugs Bunny likes them. I would just snack on them as is, or you can shred them and put them on top of your salad. Celery. What do you want to do for celery stalks, Stephen? What would you do?
You know, honestly, my wife makes an amazing celery soup. So we've actually been using our celery a ton for that. It's a little bit different, so we can kind of pivot from the snacks and chewing on it. But celery makes for a wonderful soup.
All right, cilantro, you either love it or you hate it. Either way, it's up to you. As we think about dates, I love them because I go on them with my wife, but we're not talking about those type of dates.
Dates are a fantastic sweetener, aren't they? Especially for anyone who's trying to avoid some added processed sugar or anything like that. Dates are a great way to sweeten something up. It's also a great, like I use it before my workouts, gives me that little energy boost.
Throw kale in your smoothie, drink lemons with your tea. Yellow onions are a great flavor addition to anything. I mean, one of my favorite things to throw diced onions in would be just some squash and zucchini mixed together with some nice seasoning of some sort. And then you don't have to cook it in oil, people. Cook it in some veg broth and it'll taste amazing. I promise you. Steam it for a little bit. You're good to go. Bell peppers, stuff them with some brown rice and some spices.
Yes.
Stuffed bell pepper.
There's our favorite. There are those Yukon Golds right over there.
Yeah, we already talked about those. We already talked about sweet potatoes, romaine lettuce. Make yourself a salad. And I think it's important to talk about romaine versus iceberg. Iceberg is not going to have as much of a nutritional value at all. Romaine does. Lots of vitamins, minerals, and things that you need. And
you're still finding it for that really great price point.
Yep. And tomatoes, potatoes. What you want to do is with those tomatoes, there's lots of different varieties. I like the different colored ones, Stephen. I mean, red is fine and stuff, but there's wonderful varieties out there.
Absolutely. And again, that's the thing. If you are taking a look at what you're bringing into your kitchen, see if you truly make the whole rainbow. And to be able to find those different varieties of so many of these foods, especially tomatoes, is wonderful.
Yeah. Hey, guys, let us know in the comments. Does this help? Are we helping you? Because if we are, we want to know. And if you want to see something else, also let us know. We do this show for you. Good question, from Melissa there, Stephen.
Yeah, Melissa, great question. Is this list cost just for one person? Yes, this is specifically focusing on one person. It is for an individual. So, of course, you can multiply that accordingly. Oftentimes when we're scaling up, you might be able to make some specific changes. And that's why we go right back to that bulk option. If you are buying bulk potatoes, bulk whole grains, bulk beans, and such, that will not only cover you, it will cover multiple members of your family for that best price point.
Incredible. All right, listen, we're going to get out of here, folks, but if we leave before telling you about the free 7-day trial for the Forks Meal Planner, we would be remiss. So look below. Oh, wait, Francie, you have a question. Can you send out reminders and click the link for these Friday chats? Oh, we can. What a nice request. Yes. I'll tell you what, we send emails all the time. Francie, if you are not on our email list, do not put your email address in the comments, all right? But I do want you to email Stephen. I'm going to give you Stephen's email. Go for it, Stephen.
I'm going to give you a couple of emails, and you can choose whichever one you want. No matter what, it reaches us. If you're just looking for some general information like that, customer service at forksoverknives.com is the one. You're going to reach me and the rest of the team, Amanda and beyond, and we will be able to help you with any questions, any guidance that you have. So that's a wonderful one. And for anyone out here who's going, hey, I want to jump right into the meal planner, support at forksmealplanner.com. Again, that is support at forksmealplanner.com. You send out the messages. It's like our whole food plant-based bat signal. We are there for you and we'll respond.
Yeah, excellent. Well, listen, guys, we can't thank you enough. Go check out forksoverknives.com. Get to that 7-day trial. No obligation to buy. We just want you to go check it out and get excited about eating a whole food plant-based diet, which is what Forks Over Knives is all about. Stay tuned, guys. We do send emails from time to time. We just try not to inundate your inbox. We will absolutely send an email every now and then to let you know, hey, we're going live. We went live, those kind of things. But if you're looking for this link, all you have to do is go to the Facebook page. It's going to always live there for you just under the videos. So
and whenever you check out any of the events sections on the Facebook page, you're going to see any upcoming events, and those will include the Facebook Lives and maybe even some potential future webinars that pop up.
Brilliant. All right, people. Thank you so much for tuning in. You take us out, Stephen.
Okay. Hey, here is to saving money, eating healthfully and deliciously, and what can you do with a potato?
All right, y'all. Have a
Bye,
good day.
everybody.
See you later.